One of my first gaming memories on the computer is playing RuneScape, buying the game on mini clips in 2005, loading into Lumbridge and being in awe of just the world. With no idea how to use any of my skills, this was nearly 20 years ago. But one thing still remains the same, my love for the stat page. This is your unique story, this is where you forge your own path and experience the game. So the goal of this series, I want to max an Old School RuneScape account. To me, this is the pinnacle of gaming, a true testament of determination, commitment, and a little bit of insanity. On that journey, I want to complete all major combat encounters, complete all achievement diaries, and have the best in slot melee, range, and magic gear. It's going to take thousands of hours, millions of clicks, hundreds of Mountain Dews and packets of Doritos. We will get this done. Let's begin our journey on maxing our Old School RuneScape account. But firstly, how many hours would I predict it would take for us to max this account? Currently, I have 41 days played and some change. 41 days into hours is about 1,000 hours playtime so far. There are 23 skills in RuneScape, each requiring 13,034,431 EXP to max. And that comes up to a total of 300 million EXP. 50 million goes into 300 million EXP 6 times, and we currently have 1,000 hours played. Therefore, we have a 6,000 total hour grind to do, so from where we currently are, about 5,000 hours to go. In saying that, currently a lot of our EXP isn't the combat skills, and the combat skills are A, very high EXP per an hour, and secondly, incredibly AFK. A lot of the EXP and hours we have currently in the game are from us AFKing an area called Nightmare Zone, which is very popular to pull in over 100,000 EXP per an hour while only touching the game every about 20 or so minutes. So in reality, we have a lot longer to go than I actually imagined. This will be a long journey. This isn't going to be done in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, 2 months, 3 months. However many hours it takes, though, it will get done. So while our ultimate goal is to max the account, there are many goals on the way. On that journey, I want to complete all major combat encounters, complete all achievement diaries, and have the coolest melee, range, and magic gear available. On the combat encounters, the higher our combat stats are, the better. Realistically, we'll have max combat stats before we can complete all these combat encounters. The gear requirements are quite steep and will be difficult to obtain. At the current time, I want to complete all these encounters solo. So for Chambers of Xeric, Theater of Blood, and Tomb of Damascus, I want to do it solo, not in a raid group. We'll see how doable this is as we get closer to these goals, but for now, these are what I want to do. Luckily enough, the toughest encounter in the entire game, the Inferno, can only be done solo. Achievement diaries will achieve slowly as we work toward maxing our account. A lot of these will be done passively as we level up, but also these will give us a lot of quality of life and just sometimes straight up improvements to our character. These will be important to complete as we go for max. Then there's the melee, range, and magic gear. At the end of the day, I just want to be a badass. I want to have a scythe, twisted bow, best in slot, whatever there is. I have no idea what the best in slot even is for all the pieces here and there. That's mainly the goal when it comes to our combat gear. And for the most part, this will overlap with some of our combat encounter achievements we're aiming for, but not always, such as, for example, the Inferno, which requires no melee gear at all. The account is currently boasting about 75 million GP in bank value, with a very vast majority of it in the melee set. Our stats are reasonably high, mainly due to me AFKing and being a noob at Sandcrabs for hundreds of hours. We've just completed Dragon Slayer 2, which is a Grandmaster quest, and with it we've gained access to Vorkath, which is a very lucrative encounter and will be our best moneymaker for the foreseeable future. The next major goal of the account is to complete the Fire Caves, and with it giving us access to the second best cape in the game for melee. The Fire Cape has the second best strength bonus and overall defense in the entire game, with the best cape coming from the Inferno. So getting a Fire Cape is pretty much a best in slot for the entirety of our account. It's an extremely long encounter, taking up to nearly 2 hours for a first time through, but before we attempt the Fire Cave, we need to get a bit more money to improve our range set. The main thing we need is a better weapon. The weapon we're aiming for is the Toxic Blowpipe, a two-handed ranged weapon. It uses darts as ammo and requires Zora scales to fire. Think of the Zora scales as gunpowder. This weapon doesn't hit very hard and has very short range, but it hits incredibly quickly. The attack speed makes it for the lower damage, and this makes it our best weapon to use for the Fire Cave. Before we continue on our path towards the Fire Cave, I want to do some more Slayer and farming in order to get some more gold. There we go. Why wasn't that damage beforehand? 76 Slayer. Woo! 1,700 total, by the way. And we just wrapped up our 116 Blue Dragon Slayer task, aka 116 Vorkaths. Over these kills and between the farm runs, you got enough money to buy Benno's chest plate and Ferocious gloves. Ferocious gloves are the best in slot melee gloves in the game, and Benno's chest plate is the second best body armor in the game for melee. These are in range, which don't help us directly right now for our Fire Cave attempt, but super effective in helping us do more Slayer, and at the end of the day, our goal is to get 99. And we actually just got one of the biggest drops ever to come on the account. Right on my bank right now. It's the subscribe button. Maybe you should click it. I only missed about 78 cooking. 79 cooking! The goal is to get 80 cooking here, so that way we can cook our own sharks, because we're going to use them for Warcraft anyway. But I like cooking my own food. At some point, I need to get 99 cooking, so I want to cook the sharks we're going to eat. And that's Slayer task done. 216 vampires defeated. It took us about 2 hours to do. It's like very, very slow, but it's really AFK. All we have to do is walk this prayer altar over here, get our prayer back up, and fight the monsters. They aggro to us permanently, so we can AFK here for a very large portion of the time. There's a bank right here. Everything they drop is alchables for the most part. Made 200,000 gold. There's also some rare drops here that give you really good money also. Not so lucky this time on the blood shard, but honestly, with how lucky we've been, I'll take it. Let's go get a new Slayer task. You haven't seen it in a while. Where's Frank? Frank, what are you doing over there, buddy? Oh, Frank's normally hiding in the bank or around here. Frank's like the resident, like, cute dog of the area of Dark Maya. Frankie, come back. Oh, I haven't seen him in ages. What's up, Frank? I need to protect you. Let me pet you, Frank. You're the good boy. Look at him. Oh my, who's the best boy? Look, like, I don't know, like, his full story, but I want to protect that smile. I will do awful things to protect Frank. Oh, what a little guy. Anyway, let's go get our actual Slayer task. In the background, I'm going to keep doing these herb and birdhouse runs. These give me about 200,000 gold an hour, and I can do them every about an hour. Overall, though, they're really good EXP for hunter and farming, and they're kind of just relaxing to do once in a while, too. Dust Devils, please. 135 Aberrant Spectres. Oh boy, my favorite to do. That's a quick cancel. Get me out of here. Okay, Duradel. 170 Dagonoffs. I love these so much. You can cannonball this task and get really good XP per an hour, or you can do what I do, and is completely AFK them. You can AFK for 10 minutes plus at a time, eventually lose aggro on you because it's a 10-minute timer, but I'll take no damage, and I can just go, like, literally have a shower, come back. They have no good drops, so there's no money to lose out on, and it's just an even gain while gaining XP and gaining a Slayer task completion. That's 82 farming on the account. At 85 farm, we do unlock Tortoise Seed to use for our herb runs. They do make us less money, but they give us 3 times more experience than the current Valentine's Seeds we're doing currently, so that's something we definitely want to do. That's Dagonoff task done. It took us about 40 minutes of pretty much pure AFK time. I came back to pick up some of these like bigger loots, as you can see here. But that's just pretty much free EXP, 13.7k, 0 effort at all. Through all that we made, how much we make? 100,000 gold, which is like not bad for something that took literally 0 effort. And I literally did while editing a video in the background. So I'll take that EXP, thank you very much, Dagonoffs. Duradel, the Slayer Master, gave us a Hellhound Slayer task. This is not the optimal way to do it, but it's the most AFK way that I've worked out. I come in Proselyte gear, which gives me a ton of prayer boost, and I stand here and just do protect from melee. My prayer back, I use my Ardoin Cloak to teleport here to the altar. My prayer back up, and use Jagex Talisman and teleport back to Koran very quickly, and only cost me like 23 GP, this TP, so it's pretty much 0 gold. Get back down to the dungeon, run back over, and with my current gear setup, which is not optimal, not the best possible prayer setup, I can get about 6 minutes of AFK time here in a row and take 0 damage, 0 risk. The drops from the monsters are pretty minor. They drop some vile dust here, which you can bury. They're kind of like bones, but they're not really worth it for me. They also drop in sold heads, a bit of money also. There's one very, very rare drop that they do have that I'll put on the screen right now. It goes for like several million. I think it's like 8 million plus, but the odds are so unlikely for me to get this that I don't really care. But I just keep it on in the background. Don't have to worry about it too much. Anyway, back when we finish the task in probably another half an hour from now. Done with the Hellhounds, didn't take too long. 17,000 EXP. New task, Duradel. Stop giving me Aberrant Spectres! Oh, did we just do them? Oh god. Look, it's giving me Aberrant Spectres 3 times in a row pretty much at this point. We'll just do them. It's only 142. Oh, what are the odds? 3 Aberrant Spectres in a row because we've re-rolled it every single time so far. That's actually insane. There's no way, no way. I wasn't too keen to do this Aberrant Spectres, so we did some clues first. Okay, begin doesn't count. This is nothing. It's gonna be crap. It's fine. It's fine. Easy. Okay, nothing. Not even like a unique. Hard one. This is for you then, Rye. Oh, we got money. Okay, we got another master clue. Push up. Yes, it. Getting strong. I'm ready to be rich. Third age. 3 billion.
I like it.
No! Half a mil. That's pretty good though. Oh, shit. 1 master treasure trail done. And this is the result of the second master clue. I'm adding a third age pickaxe right now in this box. Boom. Oh, 3 million! Actually, holy shit! Torture ornament kit. We got 2 uniques. What? Actually kind of rich. 3 million? Ooh. Dude, why play the game and do vocab? Just do clues. Oh my lord. That is so good. 77 Slayer. It unlocks nothing at all, but that is a level up. 1 level closer to 99. That's all that really matters. And a bit of Tears of Guffix here, which is a mini game you can do once a week for some EXP. Honestly, this is the best way, or the only way I've been learning construction over the last few weeks, I guess months now. We're gonna have to eventually actually spend some money here. We need to do it. But it's working for now. The goal is 70 construction eventually for Song of the Elves, but hey, a level is a level. We're saving a bit of money every time we do this, so why the hell not? Thanks a lot, Juna. I'll see you later. I'll see you actually next week. This time next week, okay? And we finally acquired all the items needed for the fight cave here. Between the blowpipe, the scales, the darts, the brews, the restores. It's costing us, it's kind of crazy, 5.9 million GP. Now, to be fair, we have gone a little bit over on the darts and the scales, just to be sure. We don't want to get through the dungeon and find that, oh crap, you know, we have like 1 more wave to go and random ammo. So we went kind of over the top there. And the blowpipe, obviously, we get to keep after or sell it back. That's about 3.7 million there. But even then, at 3.7 million, that's still 2.2 million gold we are spending on this attempt. So hopefully it works out. Oh god. This is the gear we'll be taking into the fight caves. Our weapon of choice is Toxic Blowpipe. This weapon attacks very, very fast, even though the hits aren't very large. We do a ton of damage just due to the speed of the weapon. The only downside of a Toxic Blowpipe is the range is quite short, meaning it's a bit hard to save spots on an enemy depending on situation, but overall this is the best weapon for the job. Our Ave of the Assembler that picks up our darts off the ground for us automatically, plus it's also the best in slot backpack, so that's pretty good. Our helmet, body armor, legs, and boots are all blessed D-hide. These are all the same as black D-hide, which is much, much cheaper, but these come with a prayer bonus of +1 each, which really adds up over time. Our gloves are barrow gloves. These are the best gloves we have currently, 2 use for range, a bit of defense, a bit of offense is pretty good overall. The more prayer bonus we have, the longer we can actually pray range in the fight cave itself. So between all our body armor, necklace, and our ammunition slot, we have +17. All the fight cave comes down to using protect from missiles and protect from magic for a large majority of the fights, so having a lot of prayer bonus really does help us overall. Lastly, our inventory. Tarrandome and Brews are the best health per slot in the entire game, but they have a negative effect of lowering your attack stats. To counteract this, we use Restore Potions. These give us prayer points, but also at the same time restore our stats. So we have a couple sets of Tarrandome and Brew, lower our attack, but also heal for a massive amount, and restore our stats with a Super Restore. Tons of prayer potions to get our prayer back, a couple of raging potions to help us do more damage. These increase our range stat. Increasing our range stat, it means we hit more often, and more hits mean more damage. In the next episode, we take on one of RuneScape's greatest challenges, the fight caves.